Welcome back to part 2 of our day 2 E3 recap brought to you by The Magic Rain. I'm Damon and I have the replacement for Akasha who unfortunately had to leave. Welcome back Alfred.
Hi.
And Alif.
Hello there.
Yeah, so right now we're going to be talking about Square Enix and their conference today, which are alongside Ubisoft. I do feel it's a bit disappointing, but not if you're a Final Fantasy fan, because they announced 5 different Final Fantasy titles.
That's a lot of Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
I'll take it on.
All.
yeah, definitely.
So what are you talking about? Disappointing. It's better in Ubisoft in my opinion.
Well, an opinion's an opinion. It's fine, whatever. Square Enix also started off really strong, came out swinging from the fences with, of course, the one that everyone is looking forward to, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Man, I've been waiting for that for 15 years? 10 years?
Why would you want a remake like the year the game came out?
Why not?
I've been waiting for it for 15 years, what, since it came out on the PS1? And I want a remake on the PS1 too?
And a PS2 and a PS3 and a PS4?
As long as it's good, right?
Yeah.
Everything's nice, we'll be happy about it.
Yeah, so the remake trailer features our favorite waifu of the 20th century, which is of course Tifa Lockhart. Every teenager's crush when Final Fantasy VII was still new. We also introduced some new game mechanics because the battle system, as you know, is not turn-based like it was in the original.
It's hybrid.
It's a hybrid style,
It's
yes.
a combination of action style and alongside abilities, which is a turn-based style. Or you can even shortcut them in order to have a really quick, fast-paced
I feel that this system is totally better than having it as a turn-based system, because
Of course, yes.
more action. So it's always better for other people.
Yeah, and as a reveal, they showcased the fight with the Scorpio Sentinel,
Yeah.
which definitely looks a lot more different than it did back on the PS1.
Well,
Looks great. Looks a bit drawn out. To be honest, the fight took quite a while.
They are promising a lot more content.
Mm.
The entire game will only feature Mika. Right.
Yeah, it's
So-
on 2 separate Blu-ray discs.
Yeah.
So also like the first game, it's like on 3 separate CDs. Was
So I'm
it?
just waiting for them to have the option. Please insert the second Blu-ray disc.
Yeah,
Wow, I've not seen that.
yeah. Since the original Metal Gear Solid, I have not seen that.
Yeah.
Game will hopefully launch, the first part of it obviously, will hopefully launch on March the 3rd of next year. So look forward to that, look forward to Omni slashing everything in your site.
Speaking of that, the abilities, the limit breaks are actually in the ability section right now. What do you think? Do you think Omni Slash will be a normal ability? Because that's just way too overpowered.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a way to balance it somehow.
Yeah,
We've
because
seen the mechanic where it's like,
There's a limit break gauge, right?
there's a limited
Yes,
gauge,
yes.
right?
So, what would that do? Would
It charges slowly when you're idling, not taking any actions, and it charges faster when you attack.
correct.
Yeah, but the abilities is ATB,
Yes,
Yes.
right? And there is still a limit break gauge.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
But they did not reveal what the limit break.
No, they did not reveal. So
So do you think it could be like a cross between 2 characters, kind of a limit break?
What, like Chrono Cross
Or
or
Tails?
Chrono Trigger
Oh.
or Tails?
Yeah.
maybe
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
I think they will probably innovate that a bit more, but I feel that
definitely, but that probably could be the base.
I feel like it definitely will be an improvement over the Final Fantasy 15 combat system, which some felt was very simplistic.
it's too simplistic, right?
Yeah. So look forward to that, and hopefully Square Enix delivers, as they definitely did with Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. And then let's stop before I depress myself. Up next, we have a trailer for Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2, first episode recently came out last month, and the next 2 episodes will be out in August and August and December respectively.
Correct.
What really intrigued me about the trailer was that it featured like clips of YouTubers reacting to scenes in the game, which I thought was a little bit
much. It felt much.
Yeah, it's a bit too try hard if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't blame YouTubers. You really can't.
I definitely can't, but
No, it's the amount of YouTubers they have.
yeah,
Practically close to half of their trailers.
because we know that YouTubers love Life is Strange. Like I like Life is Strange,
Yeah.
and I like other game. What was it? Also Adventures of Captain Spirit. Yeah, I like that game as well. But I just feel like if you put all their reactions in the same trailer, it gets the feeling that their reactions weren't entirely genuine.
True. I just feel it's a bit much. Genuine aside, it does feel like there's too much of that reaction.
yeah. I did play until episode 1, and I felt that there was some hype moments, but it didn't feel that as how the YouTubers, the reactions were. Yeah, so hopefully the later episodes will be better.
Regardless, coming from Life of Strange, you just have to expect the emotional roller coaster that comes with the game.
So episode 1 out now, you can purchase it if you like. Episode 2 comes out in August and episode 3 comes out in December. So you will not be starved anytime soon. Next up, we have another Final Fantasy game. This is the remastered edition of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Now, I know you have quite a bit of experience on this game.
Yeah.
So, talk us through it. What do you think?
What I think about this, being a remaster, I think it's pretty neat that they actually went back and do this with all the titles they have already remastered.
Of course, yes.
Totally understandable. But what cool and interesting thing they added was multiplayer aspect into the game, and it's also going to be on mobile.
Yeah, that is actually really intriguing.
Yeah.
Right. Having friends on the other side of the world, literally, playing with you, fighting the same boss on Final Fantasy, is not something that's quite rare in Final Fantasy, unless you play level 14, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
To be fair, you say that, but if you play with someone on the other side of the world, you get 400 ping. You know?
Hey,
It's
man.
turn-based, isn't it?
No. Yeah.
Yes.
That's turn-based, so that kind of like negates the effect a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
But of course, you can just scream in the Discord and say, "Hurry up!"
And if you hear a response like half a second later, I'm trying!
Terrible.
Another news, Octopath Traveler, an RPG that launched last year, is now coming to the PC this year.
Play it. Just play it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, he has it on the Switch and it's quite a fantastic game.
Yes, it is a massive nostalgia hit
Also,
with the turn-based and then the 7 stories and the art style really just
The
hits
retro
me. Yeah, the retro art style really hits me in the core so much when I boot it up for the first time on my Switch. Right? I just got a Switch a month ago, and that is the first game I rushed out to buy. Although my sis called me Overcooked 2. A disappointment. I'm like, don't you know me?
okay, yeah. So look forward to it. It's on PC now, so if you don't have a Switch, you're not going to be left behind. What else do we got? We got The Last Remnant, which is also getting a remaster. Now, for those who aren't familiar with The Last Remnant, can you explain it to us?
I haven't played in a while, so it's basically one of those action RPGs. But what I do remember is that this is not the first time they have remastered
Is it?
Last Remnant.
Wait, it's not a remaster of a remaster, is it?
No. This is like the port to the
It's a remaster of a port.
Oh, it's a Switch port basically.
yeah.
Port of a remaster.
Yeah, because it
Remaster.
came out like, if I'm mistaken, like 5-6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that, this is like, if I'm mistaken, like the 8th or 9th remaster. I'm not sure of this game. So yeah. But overall, I think overall, if I remember correctly, it's a pretty decent game.
I see.
I feel like Square Enix timeline is just remaster of game A, remaster of game B, remake of game A.
Because they know for a fact that what we want is their older library.
Yeah.
That is true, I'll agree.
Correct.
Yeah, so then we have Dragon Quest Builders 2, which is set in the Dragon Quest universe, except it's not Dragon Quest game.
It's a Minecraft game
Minecraft.
with a Dragon Quest skin.
Yeah.
Well,
And apparently Akira Toriyama can only draw Saiyan lookalikes now because they all look like Dragon Ball characters. I'm not joking that they actually just do.
Is that Goku? No, that's Goku. Wait, no, this is Goku.
this is Goku.
Wait.
Yeah. So, Akira Toriyama also did Tobal and Tobal number 2, which I picked up again recently a couple of weeks ago. I just couldn't get over the fact they're just oversized Dragon Ball characters. And Akira Toriyama, man. Draw some rounder eyebrows, please.
He has one style.
Yeah.
Quite literally just one style.
Then another Dragon Quest game. This time it's an actual Dragon Quest game. Dragon Quest 11. This is a long title. Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition S. What's a mouthful? So it's basically a.
It's not a Capcom game.
Yeah. Totally fine.
It's a definitive edition. So talk us through what new content there will be.
I don't think there's any much new content compared to the PS4 version. Just that I'm pretty sure they added more dungeons. They refined some of the bugs and such like that.
Then we have an indie game, which I wasn't really expecting. It's a top-down racing game, kind of in the same vein as something like Micro Machines, perhaps. It's called Circuit Superstars. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of racing games, I would say so, but not exactly a big fan of these cartoonish, top-down, arcade-style games.
To be honest, for me, it feels like a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air.
Yes, use your words. Yes, English.
My England not powerful. I'm so sorry. Yes, because every racing game that has come out in the past decade has tried to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
Right? Other than, of course, the Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, and the likes. But this is actually quite fresh to me. It looks very different. It's not what I'm expecting at all when I'm thinking of a racing game, which is actually quite cool. It's colorful.
Yeah, it has a colorful palette. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just means you haven't played Micro Machines before.
that is true. What is that?
Oh, you don't know Micro Machines? Okay.
Next.
Next. Next up, we have a first-person shooter, World War II first-person shooter, Battalion 1944. This game actually came out about 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's quite recent.
Yeah, quite recent.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure why they revealed it here.
Maybe there's not enough people that knows about it. I definitely don't know about it.
It's a very cheap game because it's an indie game, so not a lot of people play, and it does look quite fast-paced and frantic, like kind of like Call of Duty actually.
Yeah, that's true. That actually, the Call of Duty impression hits me quite hard there. Because it feels like I thought it was an old Call of Duty game being ported to the newer console, but that's not it, right?
No, it's not. It's a smaller game. It's not mistaken, it's like $20 on Steam.
Yeah, it's
Not that price,
pretty
it's pretty cheap.
price.
So if you have a hungry for World War II first-person shooter that you haven't played in a while, I'd say give it a shot.
Yeah.
Won't burn a hole in your wallet. Next up, we have new DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's called Remind.
Yes,
So, Alif, talk us through the DLC.
Well, it's just the trailer they showed is not. They don't really show much, right? But you can see young Xenohot talking about the current world that is happening right now, and that in fact that he's probably needed in this world. That's why spoilers, things go down in Kingdom Hearts 3. So this is probably like early in the game, because Remind is sort of like including the certain parts of the games which felt barren.
Would you say it was a reminder?
Hear me. Then after that, we can see new playable characters where you can play as Riku, Aqua, and Ventus. All fan favorite,
I see. Yeah, definitely.
especially Aqua. Yeah, of course. Best.
Well, for you, of course.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, so Kingdom Hearts, the DLC comes out in winter, so it's still quite a bit of a wait, but I'm sure it will be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Especially for Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
literally has waited 13 years for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, they waited, I guess they can wait a little bit more.
Yeah.
They should just.
And I'm actually expecting it to be delayed.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You've jinxed us multiple times when it comes to that. I expect this, it happens. I expect that, it happens. So maybe.
They should just rename
Yeah.
it to 3.1.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah. 3.05.
Yeah.
Next up, new expansion for Final Fantasy 14. It's been talked about quite a lot. It's releasing next month,
Yeah.
which means early access will come at the end of June. Shadowbringers is the name if you haven't heard of it yet. It directly continues after the events of Stormblood, which continues from Heaven's Sword and so on and so forth. The third expansion for Final Fantasy 14 is a sizable one, and it definitely shakes up the setting of the game because it's like a major plot twist, a bombshell that some of you may not have expected. I never expected it because I unfortunately have not finished Stormblood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was debating on getting this, but like, have you played it before?
No, I have not. I have not played enough to the story to
So
be where.
both of you have never played 14.
No, but
No, I played 14.
Yeah.
I've never played 14, but the concept is very intriguing. Because it's where Warrior of Light turned into Warrior of Darkness.
Yeah,
Right?
but if you don't play through the game, you kind of don't really get the
I
context.
can start now.
Go on then, buy it.
We'll see.
Yeah, okay, right. Again, expansion comes out July 4th, 2nd?
Second.
Yeah, 2nd of July. Comes with 2 new classes and an increase in level cap.
Yes.
So level 80 now.
Well,
Everything.
Yeah.
it's kind of expected.
Next up, a small teaser for Dying Light 2. Not much, just a simple trailer.
Team parkouring.
Yeah, people parkouring and him being affected. We've talked about this in the Microsoft briefing.
Yes.
Really nothing much has changed since then. Next up, the Saga series.
Yes.
Which,
Saga 3.
Yeah, it's 2 different games. It's Romancing Saga 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace and Visions. Now, apparently the Saga series is really big in Japan, but everywhere else we've not actually really heard about this game that much. So to have it come over here as not even the first game in the series, it's quite a substantial gap.
Between the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it might throw some people off, but if each game has a different story, then I suppose it's fine.
Well, at least now people in the West can
Yeah,
play it.
definitely.
And it's definitely coming on the Switch. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the PS4, Switch, Steam, and mobile.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to be a Switch fan.
Yeah.
All the JRPG has been coming out and more coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up next, another Final Fantasy game. This time it's a spin-off. It's called War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and it's actually a derivative of Brave Exvius.
Yeah.
What actually has changed between the two games? New mechanics.
They've only mentioned that what is the setting, and it is based on the same continent. So basically, it's a spin-off of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Right. Because Brave Exvius did not do it for me. It could not contain my interest on the game for a very long time. Just an hour in and I'm ready to delete the game.
But
So-
that's the essence of a gacha game. So
Yeah.
that's the main problem. But
So, which is why I'm actually interested in knowing what is the difference between.
But to be fair,
Yeah.
that Brave Exvius came out like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that this new War of the Visions will have newer mechanics, which will probably make sure that okay, I will play more of this game.
See. And of course, the final announcement that apparently got a lot of people really excited for was Marvel's Avengers, and
I don't know.
yeah, it disappointed all of us, honestly speaking, because
No, I think it was.
Actually, it looks kind of cool, but I
Yeah.
do not know why. Just because they're not using the original actors, kinds of going it down for me.
There is a lot of reasons why they want
Yeah,
to
I
do it
know,
this way.
It costs a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's also
Really a lot.
yeah, it's also like a sort of different style of video game that is going to be provided as a service.
Yeah.
So it will come with like new content being drip feeding into us, new characters and all that.
So that's why they need to like.
That sounds like an IP. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly. It's like they don't give you all of it at once. It just comes in a bite size. Drop.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how to get you hooked. But unfortunately, the initial review hasn't gotten you hooked. Honestly.
I will still try it definitely.
Yeah.
I'll still definitely give it a
Because
I do hope that this game does have sort of a longevity to it, because there hasn't been a decent Marvel game since,
Spider-Man.
well, disregard Spider-Man, right? Because Spider-Man is really great.
Wait.
Okay, that's like the last good Marvel game.
Okay, but before that,
Uh,
nothing. Well, Ultimate Alliance 2, so
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
yeah, so
Unless you want to count Marvel vs. Capcom. See, the problem that I have with the Avengers is because the leaks we had earlier in the week teased us a lot about personalizing your own character, building your own superhero,
yeah.
and showing you how to play the game. And all we got was a trailer of the Avengers, which looks nothing like the Avengers we recognize.
except Hulk. So
That because Hulk is Hulk.
Yeah, can't go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, it's just kind of like.
But I do think that particular rumor where you are able to customize your superhero might come later on,
Maybe
because they need to seed the world with the other heroes first before we can.
that's true enough. That pretty much sums it up, I guess. That's the entirety of Square Enix briefing. Truth be told, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, it was. If you're not a Final Fantasy fan, it's a little bit on the ass.
But if you are JRPG fan,
Yeah,
man, this is
There's a lot of
it's great.
a lot of
Square Enix
stuff.
have always been good with JRPGs, honestly speaking.
because JRPG has been kind of slow over the past year.
Yeah, and then interest in them slowly started to climb back.
Yeah, great. So I think it's a good time.
Yeah, possibly. So
So,
yeah, so that will do it for us for day 2 of our E3 recap. Nintendo's conference will be in just a few hours, and we will bring you a recap of that tomorrow at around the same time. So until then, I'm Damon,
In a
and we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.